And the reasoning behind that was because when we made this knife, we really wanted something that was going to be like a secondary type blade, that's smaller, you can handle better, and you can use all day, especially if you have a bigger knife on. So we're going to go with that as our primary knife. And then because we're going to be doing, like I said, a lot of crafts and hacks, I'm going to have to go with Old Faithful here. I got to go with my trapper's hatchet because this thing is what I'm most comfortable with. So I don't want to struggle too much with new tools. I want to just go with something that I have, that I'm comfortable with, that I know is going to work really well. And then I'm going to need a saw. So as far as the saw goes, I can go with something big, right? I'm just like working through my process here. I can go with something big like this buck saw. But for our case, the things I'm going to be doing is going to be a lot more smaller, more intricate work. So I'm probably just going to go with something like a Baco. These things, they work really good, and you can make nice, fine, precise cuts with that. If I have to cut bigger stuff for cook systems, I'll switch back over to my axe. Now, thinking more along the lines of tools, we're going to break into what I would call my repair kit. The repair kit has a ton of different stuff in here, but I know there are some tools in there that I'm actually going to be using while I'm out there. So I want to make sure in there I have some type of awl. So this is just a twisted awl. A gimlet would work really well too, but I know that we're going to have to punch some holes in some of the items that we're going to be making. So a twisted awl is going to work really well for me in there. And then I always like to carry something. Again, we're building this kit out from scratch. I like to carry something to be able to sharpen all that stuff up. Okay, so this is just a small sharpening stone, diamond side on one side, and then ceramic on the other. So we're going to take that along with us. And then from there, I'm going to take just a small sewing kit. I picked this one up not too long ago from a military surplus store. Different threads and needles in there. And then I fill this out with some of our needles that we sell that I think are important, like S needles and stuff like that. That way I have that repair component if I would need it. So just thinking off the top of my head, again, making a list would really help with this as far as what exact projects you're going to be doing. But off the top of my head, this is going to get us through pretty well. Now, building off that, what I generally do is I'll just start to scan through everything else. So we covered our survival priorities and our tools.